guys, we are heading out on our first road trip of the year. Super stoked. Heading down to one of my favorite places in Colorado, in Crested Butte, to start it off, and then gonna make my way down to Durango, probably stopping in Ouray along the way, and then hopefully getting down to some more warmer weather in Sedona. So the plan is to be on the road for about 2 weeks here. But yeah, really stoked to get after it and bring you guys along. So let's get after it. We made it out to one of my favorite roadside stops. It's about halfway to CB, overlooking the Collegiate Peaks here in the back. And they just never fail to amaze me. I mean, coming out of nowhere, you go over a hill and you just have these massive 14,000 foot peaks running through the valley. So taking a quick break here to grab some lunch and just take in the view. We're here at the top of Continental Divide on Monarch Pass. A little bit of a bluebird day, so not much shooting to be done, but always a cool stop here. Also, while we're here, I want to show you guys what I'm eating for snacks on this trip. Let's go take a look. Guys, the essential to a great start to any road trip is going to be a stop at Trader Joe's. Filled up 2 bags of snacks here. I'm going to show you guys what I got. Be reviewing them through the trip. So to start, we're gonna start with something I already broke into. The New Zealand sweet apple rings, dried apples. These are great, but they're super sweet. So you can only really have a few at a time. Next we got a new one here. We got the Trader Joe's Papadums lentil and chickpea crisp. So there's a story behind this. Papadum, had my first papadum in London, my first Indian food in London, and they asked us if we want papadums. Me and my buddy had no idea what they were, and yeah, so I had to pick them up. They're pretty good. Very light. Has a nice little bit of flavor to them. Got a bag of cracked wheat sourdough. Make some PB and peanut butter sandwiches with that. Yeah, so this is my go-to on the road. Greek chickpeas with parsley and cumin. It's just the easiest snack to get a bunch of calories in you. There's 320 calories. Tastes delicious. You can mix them in with like pasta or something along the way. Got dry roasted and salted pistachios, can't go wrong. The old Rainbows End trail mix, your classic trail mix, one of my favorites. Easy road trip snack. Had to pick up some candy. We got the Scandinavian Swimmers, the Trader Joe's version of Swedish fish. Tried some last night, you know, snuck them in before the road trip. Pretty solid, very tropical flavors. The red was my favorite so far, but I'll fill you in on the rest later. All right, these are just essential life items here. You got the Trader Joe's jerk style plantain chips. Amazing. I'll eat a bag of these in like 10 minutes. They're so good. All right, here's a new one for me. Haven't opened this yet. Trader Joe's Many Things snack mix. You got honey roasted peanuts, spicy and honey butter cereal squares, corn sticks, pretzels, and savory bread chips. Sounds great. Gotta have a box of Cliff Bars, obviously. A bunch of bananas. These will go pretty fast. Try to eat these early in the trip. I'm gonna stop there because the rest is packed away. But if I find anything in there that I did not discuss, I'll bring it up to you guys later. All right, time to get to CB. I'm making a little pit stop here at one of the more unassuming places you'll probably ever get a burger. but this place is real nice. All right, it's called Power Stop. It's here in Gunnison on your way to CB. Worth the stop. Let's go check it out. As we made it to CB, just in time for sunset. We're up here on Snodgrass. Gonna do a little hike with my buddy Eric, and we may be up there for quite a while. He's trying to do a little sunset to star time lapse. So we'll see how long it lasts. Here he is.
What up, homie?
What's up, guys? We are on the first morning of the trip. Day 2. Just got up for sunrise to shoot down the street looking at one of my favorite points here in the winter, Mineral Point. The spot just always gets crazy snow in the winter, but I was quickly reminded of how cold it gets down here in CB. It was 1 degree when I was getting out of my car, so we're gonna spend a couple more days here and then try to find some warmer weather down south. But it's great to be back and excited to get up to some more stuff this afternoon, catch up with some friends as well, and then hopefully get a spot in Year A and continue the journey south. Damn, boss! Damn, boss! We're here on day 2 of the trip out here in Crested Butte. Yesterday ended up being pretty much a long work day. Ended up getting a podcast recorded with my buddy Eric, who I met up the other night for sunset. So if you're not listening to that right now, definitely be sure to go check that out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It's the Modern Explorer podcast. And yeah, so we recorded that and then pretty much was working for the rest of the day. Went out, shot an insane sunset, and then spent some time hanging out with my buddies Connor and Tanner to wrap up the night. But got another pretty solid sunrise here this morning, and gonna go take you guys downtown to one of my favorite spots to grab some breakfast. It's called Butte Bagels. Some of the best bagels out here in Colorado. You New Yorkers, I'm sure, will maybe have some beef with them, but they're pretty dang good, and I consider myself a bit of a bagel snob. So we're gonna go grab one of those, wrap things up here in CB, and then hit the road. So let's get after it.